Talk with the people. Sean in West Bloomfield is next. Hi, Sean.
Hey, guys. How are you?
We're great, Sean. How are you?
Good. Very clear cut to me which back needs to go. And this is just simple math. It's Theo Riddick. And that's because he's taking up just under $4.5 million of cap space, which I believe is the same amount as Blunt, Kerryon Johnson, and Abdullah combined together.
Yeah, might be close.
So I think Blunt's $2 million, Abdullah's $1 million, and Johnson's on a rookie contract for about $1 million. So, to me, that if you want a Jonathan Hankins signing, you want some crazy Khalil Mack trade, something like that to help the defense, you can't tell me that Theo's production alone in ratio to cap space is going to equal those other three guys. I just can't even imagine, right? So he's got to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's got to go. If they don't feel like a cash-strapped team right now. So they might be able to deal with a Theo Riddick cap hit. It's 4.1375 is his cap hit. The other three are more than that, but just a little bit more than that. And his production doesn't tell you that he should be that much more than the others. But at the end of the day, they might be able to keep him and keep them all because they don't have anything else to do with the money.
The other thing to consider is we're looking at production from years past where he was almost a feature back, especially when Abdullah was hurt. But how much production is he going to have in this year with the other guys we have now? I mean, I think it's going to be drastically cut. Right?
And we're also saying Kerryon Johnson is emerging as a potential, and they'll judge this. If they move Theo Riddick or cut Theo Riddick, it tells you they believe in Kerryon Johnson as a 3-down back.
I mean, trade him for a 4th or 5th round pick and go sign Hankins. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer to me.
I'm a big fan of Hankins if he fits whatever scheme they're going to lean towards. He got let go in large part because Indy went to the Tampa 2, and they're like, he doesn't fit our scheme. It's sort of undefined as to what the Detroit Lions defensive scheme is going to be, but hey, look.
Because it's dynamic. They do a bunch of different looks. They're not locked into one.
I think you can use a player, and it's not like they got pretty much gashed. They give up 147, 150 yards rushing on Friday night.
Yeah, but you got to ask yourself, with Hankins, why is he still available? This is a guy that seemingly on paper would fit any team's need. And yet he hasn't signed yet.
Well, I don't know about any team, but I do know that I have asked myself the same question. Why didn't he sign? Why has nobody signed this guy?
Are they waiting for Aaron Donald to sign for his money and then he steps? I mean, I don't know.
I don't either. Is there off-the-field stuff that we're unaware of? 248-539-9797. Mike in Lake Orion. What's up, Mike?
Hey, I got a good Jack Morris story for you.
What's that?
84, I had moved to, in 81 actually, I moved to Texas with the construction boom and, come back to visit. In spring of 85, we were in Michigan visiting friends and family, and we had a flight back to Dallas Airport. It was an evening flight, and we had a newborn baby who was not the most content baby. So, it was always a pleasure to travel with this with the young one. And we got on our flight, and it seemed to be there was nobody on the flight, and all of a sudden, the whole Tiger team got on the flight. I mean, Jack Morris, Trammell, Sparky, all of them. And the baby got to be pretty cranky, and these Tigers were playing around, and Jack Morris with his leather pants, and I knew about all his reputation, but he was a very good guy. He held that baby and actually calmed it down for a short amount of time.
Wait, Jack Morris approached you and said, "Let me see if I can help out with the baby."
He held the baby. Yep.
Wow, that's actually
he's
impressive.
number one in my book.
Wow, that's a great story.
Why don't you do that, Doug?
Hold this guy's baby?
Right.
Hold Mike and Lake Orion's baby?
That's right. He's probably 40 years old now. Give a little help.
That's good to hear. I mean, but
that's a great story. I'm glad to hear that.
Jack had a reputation that he earned for not being the easiest of guys.
He was prickly to reporters, to be sure. So was Gibby.
Yep.
They weren't alone. There were other players that were prickly. There was an SI article that came out a couple weeks ago about Kirk Gibson from a reporter that had followed him in the early 80s when he first began his career as a reporter and up until now. And it's really a pretty interesting story and details a lot of things from the past that probably Kirk's not very proud of and the Tigers wouldn't be very proud of. Things that would get you suspended for months at a time today that went on back in the 80s.
Yep.
But also the story was kind of written as how things have come full circle here with Gibby and how he has changed dramatically his demeanor to the press and to others after he retired from baseball, and that he got kind of humbled by the sport towards the end of his major league career, and how different he is now. And it seems like Jack followed suit with that as well. When Jack Morris got into the broadcast booth, and he's broadcasted both with the Twins and the Tigers, that he has softened significantly. And when you saw his reaction to making the Hall of Fame and how he's all teary-eyed about that, and they had the cameras on him when it happened, it's you feel better about it. And I think the lesson learned is that people grow up. Hopefully you're not always going to be the same person you were when you were 25, when you thought you knew everything and you didn't. Hopefully people grow up, and it seemed like both of them did.
Gator, can I just make a comment here of something that I am growing so fatigued of? I don't know if this story is more important, and I should pay more attention to it, but I am as fatigued of this story as just about any ever.
IHOP?
No.
Okay.
No, that story kind of died.
It's true.
I am so fatigued of hearing about how teams are handling the national anthem.
Oh,
I'm
with you on that, man.
The whole thing. I'm
tired of it. I'm tired of the misunderstanding that goes on. I'm tired of the rhetoric that goes on with this. I just wish that both sides would get together and talk, and instead of just.
I don't even know who the sides are.
Well, I feel like the NFLPA needs to sit down with the NFL, or at least with Roger Goodell, and talk it out and try to find out some solution that's going to be amicable for everyone. I mean, if you want a solution from an NFL standpoint, I suppose you could say, well, we'll just not cover the national anthem like we used to not cover it, and then it kind of goes away unless you're at the game and you're paying attention to it.
This is one where if the people out there want to hear more about this talk and this discussed more in depth, but when I hear anthem, NFL anthem now, it's about 2 seconds of my brain before it just turns off. I'm like, I don't care.
I'm with you. I'm with you on it because within 2 seconds, everything gets misrepresented.
It's not even about the representation to me. It's just, I don't want to hear about this anymore. And I sometimes feel like, A, should I care more because it's a national issue and it's about our country? Or B, do the fans want to hear more about it? It's my job and I should provide more analysis, so I should be all in. I'm over it.
I feel like we've talked about it ad nauseum. I think there's major fatigue by the average fan, major fatigue by the average person. I don't even want to say person. I think it's average person has major fatigue on this story.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a football fan. You just have to be a human being. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, okay.
I like to someone go away.
248-539-9797. We got open lines. Ticket text 97136. Gator, what's the latest on Urban Meyer down at Ohio State? We will discuss at 148. 97.1.